Okay. Can you get your Frisbee? Look back. Get your Frisbee. Oh, smart boy. Okay. Come over here. No, sit. Sit. You're going to catch. Catch. Good boy. Okay. I'll give you a treat. That's for you. Okay. Got lamb chop. Oh, get lamb chop. Come on. Put her in my hand. Good boy. Yes, I know. Let's do one more. Frisbee. Frisbee. Moss, get your Frisbee. Okay. Come over here. Gotta get back. Gotta get back. And sit. Sit. This is indoor Frisbee. Aha. Okay. Now, sit down. Smile. Real big smile. Big smile. Smile. Good boy. Okay. Now you go play. Okay? Good morning, Judy. Thanks so much for being here. I have a new computer, and I'm going to check and make sure I'm using the right microphone because I'm using the right one. So hopefully everything is going to sound smooth and everything will go well. Never can tell with new computers and software and hardware and how they all match up. So anyhow, we have been in the mountains for several days, and it was actually kind of cold up there. The wind was blowing at like 16 miles an hour at 62 degrees, and I was walking around with a sweatshirt and a hat on, and it was raining a lot. We did get a lot of work done. The stuff up there that grows is it's invasive. Locusts and Japanese knotweed and poison ivy and just weeds. So, and we had 2 years worth of weeds to tackle and still did not get it all. It was beautiful up there. And anyhow, I thought I'd sing some songs about mountains. And this is one that has been in the news a lot lately. The U.S. soccer team has been using this sort of as their victory song every time they win a game. They play "Take Me Home, Country Roads" and John Denver. And I just thought back to the first time I ever heard this song was in a nightclub in Chapel Hill. It was, I can't remember which one it was, the Cave or the Rats. No, I don't think it was a Ratskeller. It was someplace, I think it was underground. And we were all standing. There were a lot of people there. And this young couple named Bill Danoff and Taffy Niffert sang this song. I did not hear it from John Denver first. It was the couple, the other couple who wrote the song with John Denver in the Starlight Band, and I remember how much I loved it. Yeah, and maybe you remember it too. "Take Me Home, Country Roads," and you can sing with me. I'm going to change the word from West Virginia to North Carolina, I think. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like trees. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. North Carolina, mountain mama, take me home. Country road, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. North Carolina, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning hour. She calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road, I get a feeling I should have been there yesterday, yesterday. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads. Love that song. Hey, Jay, thanks for joining us. Always love that song. And I hope you sang along. And this is a song about our mountain. There's so many trees up there around the house where we stay when we're up there. And so it's always very, very shady, and it's dark inside the house. And I'm standing in the yard, you know, the trees creating shadows and keeping the sunlight from hitting the mountainside or right there in front of the house. And standing in front of the house, the hill is like a slope like that. And I feel like, well, if I take one step off, it's like I'm going to fall into nowhere. But it's beautiful. It's mystical. There's a lot of water up there. Right beside the house, there is a place where 3 streams converge, and the water rushing is so loud that it sounds like it's pouring down rain all the time. We have to shout in order to hear each other. But this is called Dark Mountain, sort of a description of our mountain, how beautiful it is. It's dark on this mountain. I'm not sure where I'm heading. There's no moon out tonight, and the Milky Way spills out the stars. It's dark on this mountain. Feels like falling into space. Don't know what is out there, what's ahead for me to face. It's calm on this mountain. It's quiet and it's still. Yet a gentle breeze blows by, swirling mysteries and mists into the sky. It's quiet on this mountain. Is there a message that is sent in the leaves below that rustle in a whispering wind? Time stands still, so do I. Longs to leave. What holds me to this place? I cannot seem to go. I do not know. What keeps me from leaving? Is it knowing or not knowing? How will I learn what's out there if I dare not take a leap? Like a creature of the wild, I am reconciled, yet even they know when it's time to go. Time stands still, so do I. The restlessness in me longs to leave. yet I cannot seem to go. What holds me to this place, I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. It's so hard to leave there. I found myself with tears in my eyes as we're coming down the mountain on Sunday. So anyhow, if you hear anything wonky with the sound, please let me know. Like I said, I'm using a different, a new computer, and so everything is different. You know how that goes. We did bring some cool air back with us and some rain, but the wrath of the Piedmont summer is coming back today, and even worse tomorrow with temps at around 100. So stay cool, folks. So up on the mountains, way up high on the mountains, 125 years ago, there was a hog farm. And so there is a pig house, or a pig pen house, we call it. And it is like 2 or 3 different layers. It's really neat. It's got, for the roof, it has highway signs, stop signs and yield signs and all this. It's really kind of cool. Here in the middle of the woods, in the middle of 87 acres of land, is this pig pen house with these road signs. And anyhow, now I forget what I was saying. Oh, I know. So 125 years ago, whoever owned that pig farm or owned all those pigs would walk them up and down the mountain, and they would stop at an apple orchard, and the pigs would eat apples. And so the apples up there are not doing so well, so we planted 17 apple trees over the last few years. And Helene, actually, Helene felled a lot of trees. We lost 120 on the road just by itself, not to mention all the trees that were on the mountainside, which are down now, and we can actually see the mountain ridge, which is kind of neat. We've got a much better view of all the mountains, but anyhow, the trees that fell in the apple orchard missed all of our apple trees. So we were really lucky in that aspect. But anyhow, it was the first time I've been up there since Helene, and just seeing everything was massive. But this is a song that I wrote about apples, an apple tree, and it was based on Shel Silverstein's book called The Giving Tree. And I think it's a very realistic, sweet story about unconditional love that parents give to their children. That's my take on it. But you can think whatever you want. This is called Boy in the Apple Tree. Boy went to visit the apple tree. He climbed her branches and carved me in tea. She gave him shade and apples to eat. She was happy, apple tree. Years went by and Boy's interest changed. He seldom visited, and when he came, he took her fruit to sell for money and games. Still she was happy, the apple tree. When Boy was older, he came again to take her branches for a house he claimed. Tree was tired, but yet she gave, and she was happy, the apple tree. Boy was very busy, and he never came to see his friend in the field, the aging apple tree. He never forgot her, but with his work and his life, someday he'd stop by and bring his children and his wife. Tree was very sad in the field all alone. She gave Boy her shade, her apples, and branches for a home. She always would love him and forgave for all he took. She prayed for his return. She would hope and she would look. Years passed by and Boy came around as an old man with a cane. He wanted just to sit down. Tree was gone, but for a stump in the ground, she offered him a seat and was happy as could be. The apple tree, they were happy as could be. Boy and the tree, Boy and the apple tree. The end. Good morning, Michael. Hey, Bob, coming down the mountain. Yeah, we had a mess of trees, that's for sure. And fortunately, a neighbor with heavy equipment who could remove them. We tried taking one tree down. It took us all day. We said, there's no way we can do the rest of them. So we were really very lucky. And that the houses were okay. No structures were damaged. So, well, I'm going to do some banjo songs. And whoops. So up there in the mountains, there are some folks like us, people from the Piedmont who don't want to suffer the wrath of the Piedmont heat during the summer. So we have summer places up there where we don't spend any time during the winter, but during the summer. And then there are the mountain people, the folks who have lived there for hundreds of years. Their families have resided there for ages. And in talking to the mountain folks, some of the city folks feel like we don't share the same kind of values. And we often will talk about that. And this song is a reflection of how we need to really do our homework before we start talking about people and voicing our opinions about them. All of these stories are false, but I thought they were true because I was told that they were true and I didn't do my homework. This is called Too Much Trouble. On this old mountain road, by the edge of the woods, there are trees that lie dying in the creek. They were cut by some rogues who then stripped them of their bark. Thieves worked in the quiet dark. What kind of men are these that would rob life from a tree? Why don't they work a job with honor and pay? It's too much trouble, someone said. They'd rather steal instead. In my world, that's just not okay. There's a house on the mountain top where the road winds and stops, and a man lives alone there with his dog. His family moved away, and he doesn't want to stay. His trusted pet, they'll have to leave behind. I heard that he had tried many times but could not find a home where she'd be safe and could not roam. She's too much trouble, I heard he said. He put a bullet to her head. In my world, this is so very wrong. I'm the sorriest of these, 'cause I didn't check to see if these stories were false or if they're true. It was too much trouble, so instead I believed what others said. I must live with what I didn't do, and I regret it, 'cause that's just not okay. Ratted on myself there, didn't I? So the trees were cut down by the men who owned them, and then they stripped the bark. They were poplar trees, and poplar bark is being used for siding of houses. And so the men who owned the trees, lived right across the street from them, cut them and stripped them themselves. How about that? And the man who was accused of shooting his dog did not shoot his dog. He actually took the dog to the vet. She was very, very old and wasn't going to live much longer anyway. And so he took her to the vet with tears in his eyes, and he cried the whole way. Took a friend with him. So anyhow, I will not believe half of what I hear and what I see anymore. So, anytime, one time, Bill and I were up there in the mountains, and Moss was with us, and we were hiking around, and Bill says, I think I'm going to go out and try to find our boundary line. So why don't you stay up here and play with Moss for, 5-10 minutes? I said, okay. So 20 minutes later, he was not back. 25 minutes later, 35 minutes, 45 minutes. And I was still up there getting tired of playing and throwing sticks and wondering, what if he fell off the side of the mountain? What if a big rock fell on top of Bill? What if he's never coming back? And that's what started this song, which is actually it's about PTSD and the effects that it has on families. And it's called A Pair of Wings. She was a young, free-spirited waitress. He worked the mountain mines for Jims. Ever since they were kids, he could make her smile. Her heart fluttered like the wings of a dove. She was imprisoned by his love. Jeannie adored him all through grade school. He promised riches and many fun things. All she got were his fits of rage. Since the war, he had changed. Now all she wants is a pair of wings. Eddie left her in the morning, in the cold rain at 10:30. It's not the first time he let her down, or felt bad about what he did, or swore he'd never do it again. When they were young, they'd wade in the creek, making memories they'd long hold. Clear water rushed through their fingertips, washing mysteries of their future untold. Now when they fought, Eddie'd slip back in time to the string where they played when they were kids, hoping the innocence of childhood dreams would make him strong and forgive and forget what he did. But this time he didn't go home again. Some don't want their families to know They stay silent and keep their doors closed. Year after year, hiding their tears, wishing it weren't so, ashamed and afraid, with nowhere to go. Jeannie's scars mended through the years, since the day Eddie disappeared. She missed her sweet Eddie, but not what he became. When he left, he gave her her wings. When he left, he gave her her wings. When he left, she got a pair of wings. So, hey Joe. I love the apple tree song too. It's a book that I used to read to Will when he was a little kid, and I think I got more out of that book than he did. It's one of those books that was written for children, but it means more to their parents. And so it's called The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein, and my song is just based on that. And the apple trees are supposed to start bearing within 5 years, and it's only been 3. So we've got a couple more years, but they're getting big, and we've got great big fences sort of around them, cages around them to keep the bears and deer out. And it's working. So I'm going to close with this song. It's one that I wrote about 12 or 15 years ago. It's been a while. And it's about, well, I'll let you figure it out. But up in the mountain, we got all kinds of critters, you know. We've got a lot of mice, a lot of frogs, a lot of snakes, lots of snakes. And the weather up there can turn on you like in just 1 minute. It could be sunny, then all of a sudden a hailstorm up there. So this is, anyhow. Summertime in the south, everything is green. Air is warm, night is calm, and it's not always as it seems. Underneath the great tall oak, sheltered from the sun, storm came fast, lightning struck, nowhere safe to run. And its eye was like glass, its tongue was sharp. It struck out at me, aiming for my heart. Bubbling creek sings to me, taking all my care, peaceful like a sleeping child, but I am unaware. There beside the cool wet rocks, laying near the spring, curled up in a coil so tight its sight was set on me, and its eyes were like glass, its tongue was sharp, it struck out at me, aiming for my heart. How in the world could I miss all the clues? How in the world was I so blind to see? How in the world could I know it was there? Who in the world will come to protect me? Nothing hurts more than hate, seen my share it seems, all that's in the cold cruel world. My skin, my eyes reflect, my tongue is not sharp, my skin now thick to shield my south, everything is green. Air is warm, night is calm, but not always as it seems. I need to play that song more often. So anyhow, thank you all so much for being here today and listening to me ramble on about our mountain place. I plan to be here next week, but then I am taking off for a couple of weeks. I have a tour up through Virginia, Pennsylvania, Canada, Ohio, and so I'll be gone for at least a week. I will be here next week, and I hope that you'll come back and join us in these. Thank you. Have a good week. Stay